squishy coochie in Oklahoma. I love it. So how do you get your partner to plug in a bit more when you're going through a tough time? That's a super, super good question. Sometimes people, they get distant just because they don't know what to do. So, are you able to ask for comfort the way you need it? And listen, you need to think about how you need your comfort. Do you need them to say everything is going to be okay? Do you need them to hold you? Do you need them to just be like quietly with you? Like some people are like, I don't know how to deal with this, right? So if you can tell them how to deal with it, it makes it easier for them. So you can say, look, I know you don't understand what I'm going through, right? So like show some understanding for their part, because people seek to feel understood. I understand this is a hard time for you and you just want somebody to automatically know what to do, but that's unrealistic. And we also need to take into account other people's discomforts with certain subjects. I have a lot of difficulty with death. My sister passed away when I was 17 and she was 21. So, when people are sick, it's hard for me. But if somebody said to me, look, I understand that this is hard for you. I don't need you to be with me all the time. But if you could hang out with me, for a few hours, can you just make a couple hours for me? And I just need somebody to be beside, and I need somebody who's just gonna listen to me talk. You don't have to say anything back, and then I just need to cuddle for a while. Like I just really need to just kind of have some snuggle time, because it's just gonna help soothe me. Right? If you can be really specific about what it is that you need and come at this request from a place of like, I understand this is hard for you. I don't want to ask too much from you, but I just need a few hours of companionship, and it's going to help me a lot. So be super specific with your request, and that way it kind of takes away a sense of hopelessness and helplessness, which is what happens when people don't know what to do. Need advice? I'm a trans girl. Me and my boyfriend been together 6 months. My love, you can't fracture your question because I lose it and all the rest that comes up. Decompression cuddles, yes. Body issues become too real as friends keep asking to meet me. Okay. I need them to encourage my healthy coping skills like drawing and painting. So what does that look like? What is the language? What are the words? What do you need to hear them say, right? What do you need to hear them say? We get super vague with our needs, and then we're like, they should just know. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. What is encourage? What is encourage? What are the words? What's the dialogue? What do you need to hear? Maria, fear is a fog, my love. My boyfriend jokingly said he was going to assault me when I'm half asleep. What should I do? I mean, is it a joke? So my love, when you're afraid of doing something, stepping outside your box, like, do you trust your boyfriend? Do you trust his friends? Right? Do you trust? Are they trustworthy? Any advice on learning each other's love language? Do the quiz, my love. Do the quiz. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google. You're going to type in 5 love language quiz. You're going to click on images. And then you're going to find the 30-question quiz, print out 2 copies, and then the 2 of you sit down together and do it at the same time, and then exchange your results. Me and my boyfriend tend to have disagreements, but instead of talking, we just go back to normal conversations. So if you want to have a conversation about what happened, You need to think about what happened. Like, the way to open this up, right? The way to get somebody to talk is not to go to them and go, okay, we need to talk about what you did wrong, because that shuts people down. They get defensive and they don't want to have those conversations. We have egos, right? And I've overcome my ego. My husband can come to me and said, okay, we need to talk about what you did wrong. And yes, I'll get a knee-jerk reaction, but I understand that whoosh is my ego that wants to disagree with the notion that I'm wrong. I'm going to realize that. I'm not going to show that, because I'm going to overcome that. And I'm going to say, okay, what do we need to talk about? But that's because I've worked on my ego. Most people haven't. So you need to come at them in a way that doesn't trigger the ego. So that means you need to deal with your ego. It's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. Do you want to have a conversation about how change can happen? What are you going to change? If you're not leading by example, if you're not leading the charge, saying, okay, there's change that needs to happen and I'm going to go first. If you're not being a leader, then people are like, who the fuck are you? So before having a conversation, you need to sit and think about, what do I need to change? What do I need to apologize for? What do I need to take responsibility for? Make a 3-part apology and go to him and say, baby, I just want to say I'm sorry I realized that, and this is my plan for not doing it again, right? Come to them with a solution and not a problem, and you will have a conversation about the disagreement. But if you come to them and go, okay, we need to talk about what you did wrong, nobody wants to have that conversation. By the way, refix that shit if you want your boyfriend to talk more and be more able to talk about problems. I do have a podcast. So if you go to my... Oh, look what I found. Look what I found. Hello. Hi. Hello. Sorry, guys. I got to interrupt this broadcast. Frisian puppy snuggles. If you go to my bio and you click on the link tree, you're going to find there's links to my podcast. You can find the link to my podcast on iTunes. You can find a link to my podcast on Spotify. You can also find a link to my YouTube channel. So go check that out for sure, especially if you're going to join me in this meditation. Meditation is awesome. Did the 3-part apology. He cried but didn't want me back because he likes someone else. So now your mantra is, I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me. That's your mantra. This is where you gain your strength from. The dialogue that you tell yourself is extremely powerful because words have frequency. So what are the words in your mind? What is the frequency you are infusing yourself with? Are you using an empowering frequency? I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me. Or are you using a weakening frequency? She's better than me. I'm not good enough, right? What is the dialogue in your head? That is the frequency you are humming at. Change the dialogue and you will change your frequency. Change your frequency, you will change your entire world. You will change your existence. Are your couples courses with you? Hell yeah, they're with me. So Jeanette, if you want to take my couples class, I have a communication for couples e-course. This one is recorded. So my live classes are going to jump up in price. So this was the last time that I gave my communication for couples class in 2020, as far as I can tell. So if you want to learn what I taught in that course, go ahead and go get that e-course. You can consume it as a podcast or you consume it as a video, which I put up on YouTube for you in a private folder. So once your order comes through, I'm actually going to email you with a link to the private folder on the YouTube channel. You also get a workbook with that. So yeah, so if you want to learn what I teach for communication for couples, dive into that. The great thing about that course is I actually had usually when I do couples therapy, I'm working with one person because I just need one person. I don't need both to show up. So when I did my communication for couples course, there was actually a couple that attended it, and at the end of it, he said, hello, man here. I just want to say this was really amazing. So many insights. I really realized a lot in this. And guys, men love my stuff because I get them. I'm the man whisperer. My husband and I are trying to fix a past, but I'm scared he will go back to his patterns. So listen, fear will always be there, but you need to behave your way to success despite fear. So if you say, well, I'm scared he's going to go back, so I'm not going to try. I'm scared to try and get hurt again, so I'm not going to try. So there is no forward movement in that. You stay stuck. You just keep spinning around in the same place. If you want to get out of where you are, in order to have a different outcome, you need to start using different behaviors. Let's say you use those behaviors and it doesn't have the outcome you want in your relationship. You have still used behaviors that make you a better person, which means you have leveled up. We can't guarantee somebody's going to level up with us. My husband never read Fix That Shit. I started modeling everything that is in that book. There was no guarantee we were not going to get a divorce. There was no guarantee he was going to follow my lead. I did it anyway. And I told myself, I'm going to make myself better. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to make us better. I'm going to make me better and hope it has an effect on our relationship. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I've made myself better, and my next relationship will be better because I've leveled myself up. So Jeanette, the book you're looking for is Fix That Shit, my love. This is the one. This is the one where I changed us from 10 years of fighting to 5 years, not a single fight. This is the one that is changing couples like crazy. If you go into my TikToks and you go into my comments, you're going to see woman after woman who is so proud of how her relationship is, who is so happy about the change in her relationship and herself, because they've been doing what's in Fix That Shit, because they followed my advice in my Communication for Couples course. I like your healthy approach, taking own responsibility. It starts with you, Sleepless, absolutely. We did not read it together. You can read it alone. We haven't had a fight in 5 years. He's never read this book. He's never watched any of my videos. He doesn't follow my shit at all. But I took on a leadership role. I became an emotional leader. And because he loves me, he followed my lead. But there are scripts in here, my love. There are moments you will come by and you need to use the words that I have put in here so that you understand what to say to him that's going to trigger his brain. I teach a lot of ninja mind tricks, you guys. What do I do if they aren't a big texter but better in person, willing to see each other once a week? Focus on the good. Focus on the good. Like, guys, I have so many men, like seriously, they're like, I took her out for dinners, I took her on trips, she broke up with me because I didn't buy her flowers. It is ridiculous how we focus on negatives and don't see the positives, and that gets us in trouble. I started dating my best friend at 3 years. Now he seems less interested, but says everything is fine. You have to understand there's a difference between reality and a courtship phase. And so, yes, a courtship phase, it's hot and heavy, it's a lot of attention, it's a lot of intention, it's a lot of effort, because you are not in your usual state. I call it best behavior syndrome because there is a jacking up of the chemicals. When your body readjusts and the chemicals go back to normal, we go back to what I call the reality phase. So are they that different? You know, or are you just back to the reality phase? Would say yes to goodness and fix that should be a good combo? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So Fix That Shit is focused on couples work, couples therapy, fixing your relationship. Say Yes to Goodness is focused on general happiness. So this one is all about relationships. This one is about 10 areas of your life that affect you and how you can change your perspective so that you are happier. I want you guys to be happy. Pretty cool, girl. Yes, good. What if you're trying to trust again, but the person is extremely private with their phone? If they cheated on you, if they did something that destroyed your trust. I keep forgetting the word I'm looking for. And they don't want to meet you halfway. Like, I cheated on you and you need to get over it, but I'm not going to help you ease your imagination. Dump the motherfucker. Don't trust somebody who doesn't try to use behaviors that show you they're trustworthy. How can I learn to trust myself in men? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. No more assholes. Fills you with knowledge. How can you tell the difference between a selfish short-term thinker and a generous long-term thinker? How can you make sure you don't get in a relationship with somebody who wants to take more than they want to give, who wants to take instead of contribute? How do you not get into a relationship with somebody who actually doesn't want to commit to a long-term relationship? No more assholes. How to use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule so that you don't fall into a relationship by accident. Women have some imaginary script in their head what he should do, so poor men always fail them. Unfortunately, yes, and it's not our fault. We've been programmed that way. We've been watching all these movies that give us this romantic notion of what love is supposed to be, and it's messed us up. Because remember, Hollywood is a patriarchy. When it disempowers women and men, it creates an unhappy environment. Now, Hollywood is capitalism. Capitalism wants you to buy in order to feel better instead of look inside and fix yourself and feel better. Guys, I'm meditating and I have zero impulse to buy shit that I don't need. So they don't want you to be happy, because when you're happy, you don't buy shit that you don't need. So they give you this notion of love that creates failure so that everybody is unhappy and buys shit to make themselves happy. Fairy tales from childhood. Yes. Is it possible for someone to overcome issues and insecurity not brought by you? Yes, absolutely. I have a No More Insecurity course, by the way, guys, this Wednesday. This Wednesday. So the No More Insecurity class is this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a good solid 2 hours of content followed by a Q&A. So if you're suffering insecurities in a relationship with a trustworthy partner, then take this course so that you stop vomiting insecurities into your relationship and you can start building something nice and solid and peaceful and loving and intimate and close. Yeah, McFox, if you've been cheated on and he's acting shady, dump the motherfucker. Listen, your work is overcoming the pain. Their work is transparency so that when your imagination runs off on you, you can look at their stuff without even asking them. So transparency is, I'm going to put spyware on my phone that's going to link to your phone so you don't even need to ask to look at my phone to know what's going on. How do I treat my healthy relationship? Only being in toxic ones. How do I treat my health? Oh, take my No More Insecurity class, my love. Or get Fix That Shit. Or get my Communication for Couples course. All girls dream wedding day, not long-term marriage. So sad. Causes bad marriage and a sad girl. Still too private. Dump the motherfucker. He needs to... Listen, he wants you to overcome this. That's a lot of work. Meet me halfway. If you don't want to meet me halfway, get the fuck out of my life. I don't have time for this. I don't have time to try and retrust somebody who isn't behaving in a trustworthy way. Get lost. Get lost. I can find somebody better. I can find somebody who's not going to cheat on me in the first place. Get lost. If you don't want to meet me halfway, get lost. I'm not that stupid anymore. Go away. Would it be insane to literally purchase every book? Not at all. You won't be the first one. They are all for different purposes, 100%. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Listen, all of these books are so that where you are, I can meet you. I'm here. I got you. I got you. Wherever you are on your relationship journey. Are you getting over a breakup? I got you. Come back, queen. Do you need to vet your next partner? I got you with no more assholes. Do you have to make sure you're not going to get into a toxic relationship again? I got you with fake love need not apply. Are you in a relationship and it's new and you're like, how do I make this work? I got you, girl, with after the first kiss. Are you in a relationship and you're vomiting baggage into the relationship? You guys are fighting because it's the blind leading the blind. I got you with fix that shit. But wherever it is that you are, I'm going to elevate your self-esteem. I'm going to teach you how to manage your emotions. I'm going to show you what to look out for, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how to deal with it all. I don't know if we're a good match. I would say read No More Assholes to see if this is a generous long-term thinker or a selfish short-term thinker. Okay, so I'm unsure about the guy I'm seeing. I feel like he's insecure and I'm very outgoing and confident. Don't gloss this over because people will use insecurity as an excuse to use controlling behavior. You can't do that. You can't have these friends. Like I dated a guy that when I went for a hot chocolate with a male friend, I came back home and he called him your wanna fuck you friend. Like, what? You've got, again, and this was somebody who had female friends, right? So he was seriously projecting his own cheating tendencies on me. Do not date somebody insecure because they will try and be controlling. You can't wear that. You can't go there. You can't see those people. You can't talk to those people. Don't do that. Be with somebody who is confident because with confidence comes freedom. You need to be free within a relationship to be who you want to be, do what you want to do because your partner trusts your character. If they don't trust your character, that's not the person for you. If they don't trust themselves to choose the right partner and are controlling, that's not the partner for you. Be with somebody confident who gives you freedom. Be a confident partner that gives freedom. Yes. How long should you wait until making big financial decisions together, like buying a house? So my timelines is no kissing for 3 months. Once that first kiss seals a deal on a commitment, then it's no living together for a full year. And I call that no melding. You can sleep over at each other's house for 365 days, but don't give up your place. Don't be two people, one place. Don't buy an animal together. Don't get a joint credit card. Don't get a joint bank account. Don't sign a mortgage together. Live together for a full year before making the next big decision, right? So the no kissing for 3 months rule is, can we become friends before we commit to a relationship? If the answer is no, then don't. Once you've kissed that person and committed to a relationship, how do we resolve conflict together? If we can do that, okay, now we can move, now we can meld, now we can be two people, one home. Do that for another year before getting engaged, before buying a house together. Because once you live together, again, the question is, how can we resolve conflict together? So set a path of being able to resolve conflict together. The no kissing for 3 months dating rule, that's the first obstacle. You got to get to know me, right? So the second obstacle is we got to get along. We got to be able to work together. Do that twice. Once for living, like once not living together, and then once living together. And once you've established that you can live together and resolve conflict, then take the next step. Can you get over someone cheating on you? If both of you work hard enough at it, yes, you can. Why do some guys like to point out little flaws if you don't even do that to them? So guys are selfish short-term thinkers. They want to unbalance you and they want to make you controllable. So they will keep making you feel like you're little, like you're less than, like you're destabilized. Men are generous long-term thinkers. They want you to feel stable and happy, so they don't do those things. I really want to improve mine and my partner's relationship, and we've been talking about it. Any tips? Yes, my love. You want to dive into fix that shit because there is a process. There's a method to doing this. So The first step is being able to calm and manage your own emotions and resist your impulse to vomit into the relationship. This creates space for good, like space that can be filled with goodness. You need to be able to create space. The second thing I teach you is how to understand gender differences. There are things that bother you that don't need to bother you once you have a better understanding of what humanity is. Then the stuff that's left over, now that you've eliminated the unnecessary fights, is the stuff that you actually need to work on. So then I give you conflict resolution tools, how to have those tough conversations. You can get Fix That Shit, do what's in that book. You can download my communication for couples course and listen to that, or watch it on YouTube, follow along in the workbook that I give you. But this is going to take you far in your relationship, especially if both of you are in the mindset that you're willing to advance. You're going to go so fast. What should you do when a man says, if you made me choose you or my parents, I would choose my parents? You should, here's the thing. What is healthy is, cutting the apron strings, right? That's healthy. Like, your parents bring you up so that you can have your own relationship like they do, right? So they should ideally bring you up to become an adult and create your own household that is your priority. Do you think your parents are a priority to each other? They should be. They should be. So you should be a priority with your partner. Now look, you should choose a partner that's understanding, right? So Martina, if your partner's parents are dying, then you should be understanding that they would want to be by their parents' side. So choose an understanding, compassionate partner. But if it's like, oh my God, if my parents diss my partner, I know how great my partner is. I chose a wonderful partner. If my parents were to say shit about my partner, my husband, who I know, whose character I believe in, I'd say, okay, y'all are assholes, and I'm not going to spend time with you over spending time with my partner. If you want to diss my relationship, you're dissing my choices. You're dissing my partner, you're dissing my choices, you're disrespecting my relationship. That's not okay. I won't stand for that. And if that's what you want to do when I'm around you, I won't be around you. And I won't bring my partner around you either. Dating a guy for almost a year. We lived together, but he lied to his family and friends about me. That's not okay. How can we be affectionate during the no-kiss phase? Oh my goodness. How can you be affectionate? You can hold hands, you can hold each other, you can cuddle on the couch, you can put your face in their neck and just nuzzle in there. You can kiss their cheek, kiss their forehead, kiss this tender little spot here beside their eyes. I slow danced in my kitchen. Read no more assholes, love. Read no more assholes. And fire up your imagination. This is the deficit in our culture, guys. Do you see this? People think intimacy starts at kissing. If you can't build genuine intimacy before sexuality, and kissing is a sexual act because everybody's lips secretes a chemical that doesn't do anything to them till it comes in contact with another set of lips, the combination creates an aphrodisiac. This is why kissing precedes sex. Kissing is a sexual act. If you cannot create intimacy before kissing, that's not genuine intimacy. Genuine intimacy happens before sexuality. If intimacy is only a byproduct of sexuality, it is not genuine. Thoughts of your partner keeping photos of himself and his ex on social media? Look, don't demand people go back and eradicate their past. Be secure enough that you can tell yourself, that was their past. I am their present. This is how they feel about me. You know what? I had a moment where my husband took me for a motorcycle ride, and my thought was, I'm probably the first girlfriend, right? The first relationship he took on a motorcycle ride. And then my brain said, you don't know that. Maybe he took his ex on a ride. And I thought about asking my husband, have you ever taken your ex on a motorcycle ride? And my next thought was, it doesn't matter. I'm the one who's here now. I'm the one he's choosing now. I'm the one he's in love with now. I'm the one he looks after now. I'm the one he cares about now. I'm the winner. I'm the one. I'm the one, right? I'm the one. It doesn't matter what his past is. He's got photos of his ex. It doesn't matter what his past is. I'm the present, and in his mind, I'm the future, and that's what counts. I was previously in a physically abusive relationship, and now my partner holds it against me. That's wrong. Boost, boost, boost. How do we create genuine? By getting to know each other and genuinely starting to like each other. What do you think about dating multiple people? Absolutely. That's what the no kissing for 3 months rule is all about, is so that you don't say no to opportunities. Choosing one person and then locking yourself in until you figure out they're wrong for you is stupid. No kissing means nobody gets to tell you what to do. Nobody owns you. Nobody claims you. You can't tell me I can't see other people. We're not in a committed relationship. And I'm not going to get in a committed relationship with somebody I don't know. And we don't know each other yet. And you're trying to control me. I think you got to go. So this is how you vet for confidence. When you say to somebody, you know what, I like you and I want to see where this goes, but I'm not going to kiss somebody I don't know because I don't want to commit to a stranger. And that person says, I'm not sticking around for that. Then you go, okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. I'm not going to be told what to do by someone I don't know. Okay, you can go because I'm trying to choose the right person for me and you're already trying to control me. No, you can go. No more assholes, guys. No more assholes. Vet for compatibility, vet for confidence, vet for character. And when somebody doesn't like that you are vetting for that, they can go. If you lose them, what? How do I get over the anger I feel after being cheated on? So they do need to meet you halfway. So first of all, are they meeting you halfway with full disclosure? In other words, are they giving you the opportunity to look into their phone anytime, anywhere you want to? And seriously, you can ask for spyware. You can say, I need to know what's happening when I want to know without asking you. I don't want to have to ask you. So I need you to put spyware on your phone and link it to my phone if you want to be in a relationship with me. By the way, you don't have to do that, but I don't have to be with somebody that I don't trust. So it's up to you. I need to be able to trust you again, which means I need full disclosure without asking permission. So that's part of what you can ask for. That's them doing half the work. That's them meeting you halfway. Them meeting you halfway is giving you the opportunity to calm your imagination when it runs off on you, which it will likely do because you're like, is he doing it again? I don't know. So them meeting you halfway is giving you access to their phone via spyware. If they're unwilling to do that, I certainly wouldn't get back in that relationship. You want to keep being private? Go. I don't need to be in a relationship with you. I will find somebody I can trust. So if they're like, okay, no, I want you to trust me. I'm not going to do this again. I promise that was a mistake. Here's the spyware. Now it's your turn to do your half of the work, and that is you getting over your anger. So I would suggest you grab a copy of Fix That Shit and do what is in that book to infuse functionality into your relationship. Can we make excuses for a man who never had any positive guidance or healthy relationships? You know, don't make excuses. Become an emotional leader, and if they don't follow your lead, then leave. An excuse is a reason without a solution. So if you become an emotional leader and you show them what functionality is by doing what is in Fix That Shit, and they don't follow your lead, then they're simply using excuses to keep doing negative behaviors. So that's when you go, you know what? I've been working at this for 6 months. I've been doing all the right things for 6 months. You are not meeting me halfway. You are not following my lead. I gotta go. I've outgrown you. Sarah, Michelle, you don't need to do the spyware. you don't need to. But for somebody who's trying to trust someone and their imagination is running wild on them, they have the right to ask that if they want it. You don't need to do that though. Everybody can make their own choices. But I'm letting women know they have the right to ask for that from a partner who has cheated on them and wants to stay in the relationship with them. Is kissing more intimate than intercourse? It certainly can be, my love. Anything for men in the advice you give, all of it is for men. All of it is for men. Because men look to us for guidance. Men look to us to say, how is this going to go? So when we set the tone, when we become the leader, it helps them understand how to have a functional relationship. A lot of people think spyware is drastic and that's what makes it so hard or understandable. It's not. You cheated on me. I trusted you and you went behind my back and did something you know would hurt me and devastate me. But you still want to be in a relationship with me? You better prove yourself. I'm not going by your word anymore because you've just told me, you've shown me in your behaviors, your word is shit. So I'm not trusting your word anymore. If you want to make this work with us, it can't be your word. I need proof and I don't want to ask you for it. I don't want to ask you permission every time my imagination goes wild because of what you did. So if you want back in this relationship, I need to look at your stuff without asking you. I don't want to keep vomiting into the relationship. So if I need to check on you because my imagination is running wild because of what you did, you give me that access. If you're unwilling to do that, we don't need to be in a relationship. I will start over again and I will find somebody who's not like you. What should I look for when dating? You need to grab no more assholes, my love. There are 12 character traits that help you understand the difference between a selfish short-term thinker and a generous long-term thinker. You need to look for a generous long-term thinker and you need to use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule to help you vet. Dating is vetting. If you were not using a vetting process, this is what you're doing. You're doing a kiss to see where it goes. Ooh, I kissed this one. I hope this one's good. That's just dumb. That's a huge waste of time. What I want you to do is see where it goes, let the wrong ones walk away, kiss the right one. Can generous long-term thinkers become selfish? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. People can change for the better. People can change for the worse. I can change for the worse. I went from not depressed to depressed. And then I came back out of depression. That can, like things, anything can happen. I didn't even understand depression. I never understood depression until I became depressed. I never thought I would fall into a depression. I was like, oh, it's so easy. Go for walks, take your vitamins. Oh man, it's a lot more than that. Thank you for what you're teaching us. I feel amazing. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kind of TMI, but I just cried it out like fix that shit says and then meditated instead of my old habits. Can you feel the virtual hug? I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Good girl. Keep going. Keep going. Just steadily. Keep going. How to become accepting of boyfriends smoking grass when there's a history of hard drug use with other boyfriends and family. Observe behavior, right? Don't make it about that. Observe the big picture. Are they hardworking? Are they responsible with their money? Are they building a life with you? Are they kind to you? Are they a generous long-term thinker? Does he practice the 3 Ps? Protect, profess, and provide. Does he make you laugh more than anybody else? Is he loyal and devoted? If it was yes to everything I just listed, then you don't need to focus on that. Focus on the big picture. Yay! Thank you, my love. Miss Beebs, we're both having a tough time in work. How to try to not let this affect our relationship. So it takes 2 people to fight. If 2 people are stressed and not managing their stress, they will vomit on each other. And then you're going to keep having fights. So somebody needs to reduce their stress. in order for the couple to not be fighting. If one person is calm and the other person comes with fire, it doesn't create a fight. A fight is fire meeting fire. So if you can calm your shit and manage your emotions, you become the emotional leader, and then they calm down and follow your lead. So I suggest you get Fix That Shit and start doing what is in Fix That Shit, so that this does not affect your relationship, the stress that you're going through. What advice can you give to someone who has a partner that doesn't know how to emotionally support you? Tell them how. Tell them how. You have to teach them. I taught my husband how to be supportive. I said, baby, I need to vent to you right now, and I don't want you to say anything. I really just want you to listen. And then when I'm done, I need you to put your arms around me and tell me everything is going to be okay. And then I did my venting. And then when I was done, I said, okay, baby, now I need you to put your arms around me and tell me everything is going to be okay. So guide. Any tips for long distance, Miss Plate Snail? I have a long distance workshop, long distance relationship workshop. You can find the link to that in the link tree in my bio. It is this coming Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So sign up for that, because we're going to talk about how to feel secure in your long distance relationship, how to overcome insecurity, how to practice your love languages even over long distance, how to improve communication in your relationship. I always feel like I'm missing one, but I hope that gives you the gist. What advice can you give to someone who has a partner that doesn't know? Right, okay, we did that. I feel like I'm the problem, and this is a really good one, and I don't want to mess up. Fix that shit. Fix that shit. You need to read Fix That Shit, so that you can calm, manage your emotions, not vomit into the relationship, create space for goodness, right? When you create space, you give your partner and yourself the opportunity to create more goodness in your relationship. Put yourself in the uncomfortable position of having to accept how amazing your relationship is. Boyfriend wants to be friends with his ex. Question is why? Yes, definitely will. Good. My love, good. Guys, I have some courses coming up. So this Wednesday, I have the No More Insecurity course. This Monday, I have the Long Distance Relationship Workshop. And on Wednesday, the 18th, when is this? 28. On October 28, I have the Stop the Vomit class. I'm in a relationship. I'm really not feeling anymore. His red flags are coming up quick. You might need to leave this relationship, Jess. Boyfriend said he wants to get back together after a break, but also says not to hope for it. So don't. So I recommend Fix That Shit to everyone. Lipsy looks, thank you. So here's what you do during a break. You get to work getting over the relationship. Your mantra is, I don't want to be with anybody who doesn't want to be with me. You define your next relationship. Listen, guys, I suggest 2 books for you. No More Assholes and Fix That Shit if you're in a break. No More Assholes to help you define your next relationship and understand what you should be with, how to level up. Fix That Shit so that when you get into your next relationship, even if it's with the same partner, even if you rekindle, or even if it's a new relationship, you understand how to make it functional. Lipsy Looks, do us a favor in the comments. Tell us why you recommend this book to people. Why do you recommend Fix That Shit? I love Fix That Shit. Messiness, tell us why you love Fix That Shit. Tell us in the comments. How do we sign up for a course? Super easy. What you do is go to my bio, click the link tree in my bio, and you're going to find the links to sign up for my classes. You're also going to find a link to my YouTube channel, links to my podcast. I put everything in there for you. There's even a quiz you could take if you're not sure which book is right for you. These are all my books right here. You can take a quiz that's going to show you all my books and show you by percentage which books you want for yourself. It's only been a month, but he's trying to rush things way out of my comfort zone. I talked to him, but it's not helping, which means he doesn't respect you. He doesn't care about you or your goals. He cares about himself only. So you need to dump the motherfucker. Do not get in a relationship with somebody who obviously shows you he doesn't care about you. Don't do it. Don't. Why does my hair keep doing that? Don't do it. Don't put yourself through that. Your choices affect you. So if you get into this relationship, that's on you. So don't do it. Dump the motherfucker. He is not respecting you. He does not respect you. Don't get into a relationship with somebody who doesn't respect you. Meg Fox, I'm so obsessed with all your knowledge and patience to help all of us. Thank you. I love you. Martindale. Messiness. Lipsy Licks, I say thank you often for things he does for me, and he's starting to do the same. That's beautiful. Messiness, Fix That Shit shows you that you are in control of your happiness and how you are in control of emotions. Yes, 100%, my love. I love you guys. Why tell me you have nothing to hide yet you pictures saved of other girls? I don't know. Sounds shady. My boyfriend still chats with some of his exes, says we are together and I shouldn't feel jealous. So is there any flirtation going on? I was friends with my ex for the longest time. We have a purely platonic relationship. There was no flirting happening. So if there's no flirting happening, then he is correct. This is platonic and you don't need to feel insecure. By the way, the most attractive thing to a confident man is a confident woman. So if this is a generous long-term thinker, get control of your emotions. Take my No More Insecurity class, which is this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. How to leave somebody that isn't going to take the news easy. If you think that they're going to create a battle royale, they're not going to respect what you want if you try to break off with them, then just do it over text, right? If this is like an angry, controlling person, you don't need to do it in person. Make sure you're safe. Keep yourself safe. How do you know if you're not in love anymore? You don't give a shit about that person. You don't care about them. You don't care to be with them. You don't care to build a life with them anymore. You feel you're in the wrong relationship. You know, certainly signs, yeah. You know, with my ex-husband, I realized we really had nothing in common. We were a married couple living completely separate lives. We were still even, like, we were sleeping in separate bedrooms. Guys, who here has read one of my books but has not left an Amazon review yet? Say me. Me. Signs of manipulation, gaslighting. How did you become a dating coach? I just had to. The universe was like, you have to do this. And it really just kept pushing signs at me. It was insane. And so I surrendered. And it's interesting because when I surrender, when it literally, I would meditate and I would say, I surrender, use me. I would surrender, use me, I'm your tool. I surrender, use me, I am your tool. It just filled me with books. I thought I was going to write one book. I had to write 8. And when I say I had to write 8, I mean I had to write 8. I was compelled. It was like a race against time. It was insane what was going on inside of me. I had to write these books. And it was like the voice, it was like a spirit inside of me going, go, right? Like, guys, I wrecked my body. I gave myself sciatic pain. I gave myself sciatica because the universe, I had to write my last book standing up because the universe was like, you must write. So me, Angelica, which book did you read, my love? Some advice on communicating and them not validating your feelings and saying you're wrong and not willing. You need to do what's in fix that shit, because that is common. That's what was happening in my own relationship. I needed to learn new tools. It wasn't my partner's fault. It was also my fault. I wasn't approaching in the right way. I was coming at the wrong time. I was saying the wrong things. So if you want to communicate better in your relationship, you need to grab Fix That Shit and do what is in that book, or take my Communication for Couples class, download that and listen to it on headphones, like at the podcast, or you can watch it on my YouTube channel. Oh, Angelica, what did you think of it? How often do you go live? About once a day, once every few days, sometimes twice in a day. I'm thinking about creating a membership portal where I will go live on a schedule so that you guys know when to find me. What do you guys think of that? How do you encourage your partner to learn empathy? How can we save these live videos? I'm actually taping this one and I'm going to pop it up on my YouTube channel. I've taped if you go to my YouTube channel, you will find some of my lives. I've created a folder for my live broadcasts. How do you encourage your partner? So he's saying he's dead inside, so he doesn't have empathy and compassion. Listen, you don't get in a relationship to change somebody, right? So if you find that, they just can't plug into the relationship, maybe you're with the wrong person. Oh, that would be awesome. I need that. Oh, okay. All right, you guys, man, you're firing me up. TikTok has 800 million active viewers. It's good to stay here for now. I totally understand that, yeah. I would like a schedule so I don't miss out. I can do both, my love, How would it work? Would it still be free? The membership portal, there would be like some kind of monthly charge to it. That would be awesome. I need that. I want, yes. All right, okay. A schedule would be awesome. Subtle red flags in a relationship. Controlling, like saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. I don't want you to do that. I'm not okay with my girlfriend doing that. Schedule would be awesome. Yes, okay. How do I let my partner know I need to try new things in the bedroom? If you record this and post on YouTube, are comments still visible? I believe so, my love. Do you have podcasts on the iPhone podcast app? I do. You can find the link to that. It's on iTunes. You can find the link to that in the link tree in my bio. So my man says I use him to fill the void because I don't have a passion and he does. He is correct, but you can fix that. So what you do is you want to grab a copy of my book, Custom Made. What this is going to do is help you tap into your passion and your purpose. The reason why you don't know it is because you went to school and they gave you a report card and they said, oh, you're really good at this. Don't worry about it. Don't focus on it. Don't think about it. But you really suck in these subjects. So you need to think about it more, focus on it more, put more time and energy into it and get better at what you suck at. So you've been diverted from your passion and your purpose by an educational system that forced you to forget about what you were good at and focus at what you were not good at. So that demotivated you and distracted you, right? So now it's time to get back into your passion and your purpose. So this book here guides you through that process of tapping back into yourself and rediscovering what your purpose is. There's a reason why you're here. You are custom made to do something really well. What is it? If you don't know it, you got to grab Custom Made. Every single chapter ends with exercises because I want you delving deep. I want you digging. I want you discovering. Once you find out what that is, then what I teach you how to do is how to market that, how to bring it to life, how to show it to the world. I want you to get paid for what you love. I don't want you to show up for a job and pay the bills and be unhappy for 8 hours a day. I want you to wake up and go, what am I going to do today that's going to put my passion out a little bit more, that's going to help people out a little bit more. Tips on long distance. Good morning, Wildflower. So I suggest you sign up for my long distance relationship workshop because I'm going to teach you how to practice your love language from a distance, how to overcome jealousy and insecurity, how to communicate better over long distance, how to solidify your relationship. I always feel like I'm missing something. There's more. There's a little bit more than what I'm remembering every time I list off what's in this workshop. But the long distance relationship workshop is going to be this coming Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can find the link to that in the link tree in my bio. I love it. Absolutely love it. Angelica, fix that shit always calms me down in case you're from vomiting and overthinking. I love that. Angelica, will you do me a favor? Will you copy and paste that right now and go over to Amazon and put that in an Amazon review? Would you do that for me? If you would, can you just say yes in the comments for me? Or yes, I'd love to. What do you think about man wanting to start life with someone yet live with his parents? That's not uncommon. And you know, you should be dating for a year before living together. And if that's where he is, that's where he is. But look at the big picture. Does he work hard? Is he financially responsible? Is he a generous long-term thinker? Does he practice the 3 Ps, protect, profess, and provide? Oh, you're so cute. I just bought your book, Riz. Kind of hurts when you realize maybe you're the toxic one. Listen, I had to change my behavior. There are things I needed to change. I take you on this journey with me. I show you what I changed. I talk about how that affected me. I talk about how hard it was sometimes. But I also talk about how it changed my relationship and the outcome that it had. And guys, I fixed the shit. My husband and I fought for 10 years straight. We haven't had a fight in 5 years. It's really good. It's really good. Asnas. I edited my friend's account and she got way more dates and matches. Jokes, relaxed vibe. Asnas, brilliant. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. Be descriptive, but stay positive and put something in there that makes them smile. When somebody smiles, it releases dopamine in their brain. And dopamine is the reward chemical. It's what people, when people snort cocaine, their brain releases dopamine. So if you can get them to release dopamine, then they're going, oh, that person makes me feel good. Let me check them out more. Which of your books do you recommend for someone fresh out of a year-long relationship? No More Assholes. Make sure that you're not going to fall into the next relationship, but you are choosing your next partner with knowledge. Knowledge is power. It's if you're, oh, Amazon Prime Day, go order your deals, get your book. Yeah, that's awesome. Wildflower, yes. Brilliant. Super, is today Prime Day? Is today Prime Day? Hi, Asnas. I need to work on staying calm and not jumping to conclusions. Yes, yes, yes. Is my boyfriend sending a girl a very sweet message about her after her boyfriend broke up with her? Red flag. Not necessarily. Are they friends? Are they friends? Is it platonic? If they don't flirt, I have male friends. Yesterday and tomorrow. Oh, sweet. Thank you for answering. I love you too, Denise. Behavior is what you need to watch, right? Okay, so they're sending a girl a text. Is this a friend? Is it a platonic friendship? I have male friends that call me. I have male friends I go have lunch with. I have male friends that text me. We are friends. It is platonic. So it's okay to have platonic friends. Guys, in Fix That Shit, there's a chapter that says, it's like advice from a man. When my relationship was hanging by a thread, I had a man say to me when I was angry about, listen, he gave me great advice twice. So one time I called my husband at work and I didn't get the tone of voice that I wanted. And I was like, fuck him. And he goes, don't take it personally. He may be having a bad day. And sure enough, when I talked to him again later on, his tone of voice was different. He really just was having a hard day. There was another moment where I was like, fuck him. And this same person said, no, you need to go do a grand gesture. And my ego was what was saying, fuck him. So what this male friend taught me was how to overcome my ego and behave my way to success. So I went and I cooked a meal and I brought it to my man and it started to repair my relationship. So having friends is okay, whatever gender they are, because friends can help you overcome your shit sometimes and do the right thing. And if your friend understands the gender of the person you were trying to make it work with, if they have that mindset of knowing what can make things better, listen to them because it can save your relationship. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, Asnaz. Hello, Joy. Guys. Has it been an hour? The music stopped. What's happening with my iTunes? Why does it do that? It just stopped at 36 minutes for some reason. Yes, be open and honest. Guys, who here has read one of my books? Who here has read one of my books? See me. Would you be okay with your husband give his female friend a ride on his motorcycle? I would have a knee-jerk reaction, right? We are still cavemen and cavewomen in our minds, right? So jealousy and insecurity is a fear of loss. And I would have an automatic fear of loss. And then that's the body, that's the physical body, guys. I divide us into three parts: the physical body, the logical mind, the spiritual connections. Your physical body is your biological body. Your biological is programmed by Mother Nature for survival. So if my husband gave another female a motorcycle ride, would the cave woman in me have a fear of loss? Yes, it would kick in. Now, what would I do next? I would go up into my logical mind and assess the situation. Is my husband trustworthy? Does he flirt with this person? If the answer is yes to trustworthy and no to flirting, I would say, hey, I can be confident in my mate selection. I can be confident in my partner and in myself. Have a good time and show confidence. I don't want anyone riding a metal. So here's what's kind of cute. My husband doesn't want me riding on the back of someone's motorcycle. He says that's dangerous. I don't know if it's because he thinks it's dangerous or because he just doesn't want me cuddling up to another male on the back of a motorcycle. Why she doesn't go with some single guy, but you guys do, yeah. How do I let go of fear? So I want you to understand that fear is a feeling, but a feeling doesn't need to decide your behaviors. So your biological body may have a sensation of fear, but you can go up into your logical mind and say, okay, I have this feeling, but what is the logical step? What should I be doing? Don't use your emotions to guide your behaviors. Use your logic to guide your behaviors. So logically, I know my husband is trustworthy. Logically, I know my husband holds himself to a high standard of character. So logically, it's okay for him to take somebody on a ride on his motorcycle. Oh, is my internet glitching, you guys? What other book do you recommend that has good relationship tips? So Harriet Lerner, so Harriet, Harriett, Lerner, Lerner. She's a psychotherapist, and she wrote some great books on relationships. So her books are like The Dance Of, and she has a few starting with that title, The Dance of Anger, The Dance of Grief. Like, read her Dance Of books. They're really, really good. She was a big influence to me. She was a big influence even to my writing style. If you like my writing style, you're going to like her books as well, because when I read her books, it clicked in my mind that that is how I wanted to write my own book. So which book of mine should you read first? If you're in a relationship, start with Fix That Shit. If it's new, start with After the First Kiss. If you're single, start with No More Assholes. Me, messy joy. Love it. Thank you, my loves. If you've read one of my books yet, if you've read one of my books, have you left a review on Amazon? If you haven't, would you go do that? Let me know. Tell me in the comments. Author's name you mentioned: Harriet, Harriett, Lerner, Lerner. Harriet Lerner. Always scared to lose my partner. How do I stop this? I would read Fix That Shit, because you might lose them if you're being dysfunctional in your relationship. So reading Fix That Shit gives you the tools to be a functional partner. Who wants to leave a relationship where they are happy? Who wants to leave a relationship where they feel understood, right? So be the person that you need to be to create an emotionally safe, happy relationship. And nobody's gonna want to go anywhere. You'll be fine. How do you learn your partner's love language? So go to Google, type in 5 love language quiz, click on images, click on the 30 question quiz, or buy the book, The 5 Love Languages, and do the quiz together. Yeah. If you're not having any luck on dating apps, my love, then you might need to change your attitude. Because what we think is, so if you're telling yourself there's nobody out there, all the good ones are taken, I have no luck on dating apps, this mentality creates an energy that pushes opportunity away. So I really would suggest you grab No More Assholes, because it's going to put you in the right mindset. It's going to get you defining your next relationship, because if you're saying I'll know it when I see it, that's confusion. So this is why you're not getting what you want, because you're confused about what you want. It gets you meditating, gets you manifesting, it gets you understanding what you should be looking for. So really creates a lot of clarity. And now it creates optimism. And so now it's like, yeah, he's out there, and I just really need to find that person. So create opportunities to find that person. So I do suggest that you get on the No More Assholes train. I get worried when my boyfriend goes to parties and drinks, especially when there are girls there. Did you choose a trustworthy partner? That's the question. So I had somebody who said that my man shouldn't be in those environments. And I'm like, what environment are you talking about? Because my man has been behind closed doors with stripper friends of mine. So we've been to parties where there's drinking, there's drugs, and he's off somewhere with 1 or 2 of my girlfriend strippers. I totally trust him. 100% trust him. You know why? Because my girls are trustworthy. because these strippers are trustworthy. Strippers don't want to steal your man. They got their own business going on. But the hockey moms, they were the bitches. The hockey moms, plural, were the ones that disrespected my relationship. So I have a trustworthy man, but it was the other people that were acting like bitches. But my husband shut them down because I have a trustworthy man. So do you have a trustworthy man? If you do, let him shut them down. I don't know how to make friends. You really should grab a copy of Fake Love Need Not Apply, because that's one of the tools that I teach you in that book. In order to not be susceptible to posers, losers, scammers, and predators, you need to have a good support system. So if you have trouble making friends, do grab a copy of Fake Love Need Not Apply. My boyfriend is convinced I'm cheating on him because he's been cheated on so many times. What do? You make him take responsibility for his own emotions. Maybe he needs to take my No More Insecurity course, because it is not up to you to fix him. So what you say to him is, I love you, and you know who I am. So you need to remind yourself of who I am. You need to take responsibility for your behaviors and your emotions. You cannot vomit your insecurity on me. You cannot use this to be controlling. You cannot pick fights on me because of your insecurity. If you're going to do that, I'm going to leave this relationship. My love, don't be in a relationship with a wounded bird who refuses to fix themselves. It's not up to you to fix them. You're not a therapist. If they need to fix their mind and their emotions and their imagination, they need to get on it. But it's not up to you to fix it. You can't be constantly reassuring them because they forget the last time you reassured them. So they need to make a cheat sheet. They need to write down everything you say or do that show them that you love them and are devoted to them. They need to do that. You don't write it out for them. They need to do that. And if they refuse to do that, leave this relationship, because this person refuses to take responsibility for their behaviors. My boyfriend is amazing, but I get annoyed and irritated by him lately. We just moved in together. Your amygdala is too big. It is blitzing and you are vomiting negative emotions into your relationship. You need to start meditating. It's been 2 weeks with a new guy. I've already seen him 7 times. Is that bad? Are we too quick to spend time? So, Rat Girl Online, by the way, I love rats. Are you using the no kissing for 3 months dating rule? If you're not, you're up shit creek. If you are, you can spend all the time you want together. It doesn't matter, because you are in a vetting process. You're getting to know them. If you've kissed, vetting process down the toilet. I was on the phone yesterday with my man, and his female coworker chases after him and starts talking sweet. Harriet Lerner, yes, indeed, that's the one. What does he do? What does he do about that? Hello, Miss User. I just got done with my counseling session. I mentioned that you're a creator on here. I love, yay. What'd she say about that? She loves that I use TikTok for self-improvement. That's awesome. That's awesome. He seems to think I should do everything. Any tips for getting your partner to help more at home and with the kids? I'm a stay-at-home mom. So here's how it is with chores. If you pay 50-50 on the bills, then the chores are split 50-50. If your partner pays 100% of the bills, the chores are 100% your responsibility. So, like, I get that stay-at-home mom is busy. His job when he comes home is to help with parenting duties. So, you know, spend time with the kids. His job when he comes home is to come home and be a father. But, you know, whether or not you have kids, if you're not contributing to the financial aspect, then I don't think it's fair to ask them to do the chores. Like, if you were a woman and you paid 50% of the bills, then I would say it's not fair for you to do 70% of the household chores. Your partner needs to pick up that 20%, because you're paying 50% of the bill. And if they refuse to pick up that 20%, then you say, okay, we need to renegotiate how much I'm paying for bills, because I'm doing 70% of the chores, which means I need to only be paying 30% of the bills. So, you know, if it's just the two of you, then it's less in expenses, right? Because it's less food, it's less electricity, it's less housing. If you have a family, they're paying more in expenses. It's more housing, more electricity, more food. So they are stepping up financially. So yes, it is more household work when you have children, but they're also financially stepping up, which means you step up with the household chores. But the parenting should absolutely be split. They shouldn't come home and be like, I don't want to take part in parenting. You made a kid. Be a fucking dad. So that's where you need to complain about, is spend some time with the kids. Maybe take them out after you get home. Take them out for an hour, so I get an hour of quiet time to myself, or I get an hour to catch up on stuff, right? Parenting, yes, absolutely. But bills and chores, whatever they're taking care of, you're taking care of that same percentage with the household chores. Jazz, do you need to maybe get a coaching session? You know, I help people advance in their dating life. So maybe what you want is a one-on-one coaching session to maybe formulate your plan, maybe figure out what you need to change on your dating profile. My ex-husband said my salary is my extra pocket money. He paid bills, I cooked and cleaned, no kids. Love that. Love that. That's a great exchange. How can we have a successful friends with benefits? Don't get like, you need to separate sex from love if you're going to do friends with benefits. Yes, taking them out. I love the guy I'm with. I can go all day without talking to him. Is that normal? Yes, absolutely. That's okay. Javi, what if he doesn't say I love you anymore? Should I ask? How to not come across as needy? So what you can say, Javi, is you can say, actually, sorry. Ooh. I just scared Maggie. So when you think your partner isn't doing something anymore, that's perspective. Is it reality? What I suggest you do is for 30 days, note reality before saying, hey, you're not doing this anymore. Because they may think they're doing it enough, and you might be forgetting when they're doing it. So what you want to do is you want to start noting for 30 days what reality is. So for 30 days, every time he says I love you, do a check mark on your calendar. Every single time. If he says I love you 5 times, that's 5 check marks on that day. At the end of 30 days, I want you to look back on that calendar and see what reality is. Now, if in fact in 30 days they barely ever said I love you, then you can go to your partner and say, you know, I've noticed that you don't say I love you as much, and I'm wondering, is everything okay? Like that. So it has to be divided fairly, except for the kids. They should be 50-50 always, yes. You should both be plugged in to being parents, 100%, absolutely. Not 50-50 with the kids, 100%, 100%, 100%. You give the kids 100%. Both of you give the kids 100%. Been dating for 8 months. It seems as if the honeymoon phase is kind of over. How to get it back? Make sure you're making out twice a day. Also, refix that shit. Do what isn't fix that shit. That's what brings the honeymoon back. Michelle, I have a hard time getting past lies he told me when drunk. Been sober a year and I keep him at arm's length. Grab a copy of Fix That Shit, my love. How do you get a one-on-one session? So what you're going to do is go to my bio, click on the link tree. You're going to see there's a sessions box. Click on that. You pre-purchase your session. And when I see your order come through, I send you an email with my availabilities. You pick the time that works for you. I will then contact you at that time on FaceTime voice or WhatsApp voice. At a 36-hour period when she was free from all her responsibilities. Yeah, that's really sweet. Unless he is very tired, I'm guessing it's okay once in a while for him to get home and sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Do you do sessions with people already in relationships? Yes, my love, absolutely. Yeah. Single, in a relationship, like where do you want to get to, right? Like I'm a life coach. So do you want to go from single to choosing a partner? Do you want to fix your current relationship? Do you want to move out of your parents' home and you're wondering how to go about it? Whatever you need a plan for, I help you plan your next steps. Are you trying to get out of a relationship? Are you trying to figure out if you should be getting out of a relationship? What is it that you're trying to figure out? I can help you through that. I want to get married. Yes. How do I get him to get married, right? How do I rekindle the honeymoon phase when doing long distance? I have a workshop for you, my love. I have a long distance relationship workshop. So I'm going to teach you how to practice your love languages, even at a distance, how to feel more secure in your relationship, how to create better communication with your partner. Yes. Do you do couples therapy? 100% I do. So here's the thing. I can do a session with the two of you there, or you can be in a relationship and you want to figure out how to make it better. So I can do a session with one of you. I just need one person to make a relationship better. That's all I need. My husband never read Fix That Shit. So it just takes one person. So I'll take the person who wants to become the emotional leader. I'll teach them what they need to do. I'll give them the scripts to have those difficult conversations. Any doubts in relationship? Okay, yeah. I want to 100% trust, but I feel I can't because of trauma, guarded heart. So that is your baggage, right? When I talk about fix that shit, I talk about fixing the emotional baggage you carry with you that you're vomiting into the relationship. So if that's happening, then you have options. You can get Fix That Shit. You can do a coaching session with me. You can take my communication for couples course. You can take my Stop the Vomit class. You can take my No More Insecurity course. Yeah, if you're trying to figure out how to alleviate your past trauma and anxiety from overpowering your current relationship, this is where it's at. 100%, my love. Thank you, Martina. Thank you. Thank you, my loves. My boyfriend tells me very often that he doesn't know if he loves me or not. We've been dating for 1.5 years. Dump the motherfucker. Dump the motherfucker. I want to be in a relationship with somebody who loves and appreciates me. By now, he should know you well enough to know whether or not he loves and appreciates you. If he doesn't, dump the motherfucker. This is somebody who's trying to diminish you, not somebody who's trying to elevate you. Dump the motherfucker. Jamie, you're welcome. He beckons to the streets. You guys are cute. Very cute. I'm not sure if I want to stay with my boyfriend of 4 years. How do I figure it out? Is he a generous long-term thinker? Does he practice it through peace, protect, profess, and provide? Is he loyal and devoted? Does he make you laugh more than anybody else? If yes, you got a good thing. Attraction is normal. Attraction is normal, but what do you want? Do you want a relationship? Is this a good partner? My boyfriend cheated a few months ago, but we've been trying to work on it. I don't know how to let go of this. Is he meeting you halfway? I'm not sure if I want to stay. Yes. Did you write about the 3 Ps? Yes, I did. I absolutely did. Absolutely, I did. Do you know what I'm doing right now? I'm going to my Google reviews to go see what you guys have written. I am good, my love. Wildflowers. Just work. That's all I have on my calendar today. Just work. Just getting work done. That's all. My ex is trying to date my friend that is in a relationship. They're talking 24/7. I feel betrayed. Yes, that is absolutely normal to feel that way. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I now have access to everything and he's with me every day, but I still get thoughts that he's doing it. So he is meeting you halfway by giving you access to everything. You need to meet him halfway by overcoming your emotions and getting back to a settled place. So I do suggest you take my No More Insecurity course. This is the tools you need to manage your emotions and your imagination and be able to self-soothe without going to your partner and vomiting on your partner. So he's doing his part. It's now your turn to do your part. Are fears in a long distance relationship normal? Fears are normal, period. They are normal, but they don't need to drive your behaviors. So my ex has been showing me he's changed and making a lot of effort. Should I take him back? If you want, but I would also refix that shit so that you know how to have a functional relationship. When we couldn't see each other for a month, he came back and said he debated dumping me. So why did he stay? That's the question. What's the name of your YouTube channel? So Canada's Dating Coach. If you guys search Canada's Dating Coach, you're gonna find my YouTube channel, my podcast, my blog, what else? My books, articles that I've contributed to in the news, which I stopped doing because I just started feeling like it was a colossal waste of time. But hey, you're still gonna find my advice in Huffington Post and Global News and CBC. So been there and done that. Just didn't feel like being their lackey anymore for nothing. So yeah, all my good stuff. All my good stuff. Yes. I'm like, damn, fucking insane. I do couples counseling and individual. It's up to you if you guys want to show up as a couple or if you just want to show up on your own, and you know, understand what the next step should be. Also understand the things that feel difficult and how you can overcome those emotional difficulties. He thinks it's his intrusive thoughts, anxiety is telling him to, but why is he with you? That's the question. Same name everywhere. Absolutely, guys. I make it easy. I really do make it easy. I truly, truly work hard at making it easy for you to access my free information. I'm gonna do the book quiz. Yeah, it's super fun. It's super fun. So the book quiz is, if you go to my bio and you click on the link tree, you're going to see there's a quiz that you can take that show you my books and then what percentage point, you know, which book is appropriate for you based on your goals and your desires. Did you have any hesitations or doubts before marrying your husband? Let me tell you, the words I kept repeating over and over again on my wedding day was, I'm freaking out. So yeah, 100%. We took a leap of faith, guys, when we got married. It was a leap of faith. Can a man cheat twice if he does his part, but she doesn't, and it's just bringing him down a lot? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because then they go into hopelessness and helplessness. Why am I bothering? Why do I bother being a good person in this relationship if my partner keeps treating me like I'm a bad person? Might as well be a bad person. They treat me like I'm a bad person. How do you know when a man actually likes you? He's going to say, what do you want in a man? And he's going to be that man. If he's still lying about stuff, have a conversation where you say, I keep catching you in stupid lies, and I don't think you understand that this erodes my trust in you, and it changes my perception of you. Oh, Bianca. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 2 years. We have a lot of same values. Even though we are different, talk about abortion came up because forcing his opinion. What, he doesn't think a woman has a right to her own body? That's I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't think a woman has a right to her own body. That for me would be a deal breaker. What up from Vancouver? Hello, still dabbing. Yes. Why is my husband saying negative things about me all the time? He says I'm overweight and lazy. Is there truth to what he's saying? Sometimes the truth hurts, and we need to acknowledge the truth rather than have an ego rejection to the truth. He talked as if his had actual importance. I told him he has no say. He said he knows ultimately it would be my choice, but that he should also have a say. Listen, if he wants to have a say on whether or not you have a baby, he needs to use birth control. That is his say. Beyond that, he doesn't get a say. So that's what you say to him, is you don't get a say if there's a baby in my belly. You get a say about whether or not you put a baby in my belly. So if you don't want to put a baby in my belly, then use birth control. And that is your choice. That is your part in this process. But if I get pregnant and I don't want to be pregnant, then you don't get a say. You don't get a say on whether or not I gestate a baby and give birth and put a human being in this world. You don't. Your say is with your sperm. That's your say. That's what you control, is your sperm, because but for your sperm, this wouldn't happen. So if you want to say, wear a condom. I want to be with him and grow. I want to be with him and grow with him, but I just have so many doubts about us, so I don't know. So maybe refix that shit and gain some clarity. TikTok has many of these posts with garbage cans photoshopped, even in wedding pics. So you're going yes, but, Kato, right? Yes, there's truth, but, right? Which means you're moving past the truth, and you're just going, hey, satisfy my ego, because my ego doesn't like the truth. So instead of yes butting the truth, acknowledge the truth and go, okay, you know what? The truth hurts. What am I going to do about the pain so that this truth is no longer true? Deal with the fact that that's the truth. Make it so that that is no longer the truth, and then this situation will go away. Instead of yes butting and ignoring the truth, which is the problem. The problem is you ignore the truth. This is why my husband and I fought for 10 years, because he would tell me the truth and I go, yeah, but. So I never addressed the truth. So the truth remained and continued to cause a problem in our relationship. If you don't want the truth to cause a problem in your relationship, don't ignore the truth. Address the truth and change the truth so it is no longer a painful truth. Years together, 1 baby later, he's not interested in marriage, says it's just a piece of paper. So when you first got together, did you guys agree you would get married? Because that was the condition to me getting back into a relationship with my husband. When we first got together, I said, I don't need to get married. I'm just getting out of a divorce. To me, I don't want to plan another wedding. I don't want to get another piece of paper, but I want symbolism. I want us to call each other husband and wife, live together, and wear rings. And so even though I changed my mind further into the relationship, I said to myself, that was the agreement that I put on the table. I'm not going to change the agreement on him, even though now I want marriage. But then we broke up and I said, okay, I'm going to redefine my next relationship. So what do I want now? And I went, you know what? I've been having this yearning to get married. So I'm putting that down. I want to get married. I want to find a partner who's going to marry me. So when my husband came to me and he said, you know, I want to get back with you and I'm going to give you the symbolism that you're asking for, I said, no, that's not enough. I redefined my next relationship and I want to get married. If you want to get in a relationship with me, we need to get married and I will not wait forever. So when would be the wedding date if I'm going to consider getting back with you? And I negotiated that. So what was the negotiation when you guys got into a relationship? Was the agreement that you were going to get married? Then it's time to have a talk about him holding up his part of the agreement. Okay without my ex. I want you to fuel yourself with anger by using a fuck you mantra. When you find yourself pining them, missing them, pining over them, I meant to say. If you're pining over them, if you're missing them, you need to catch yourself in those moments and go, wait a second, fuck you. Fuck you. Remind yourself of what went wrong in your relationship and use a fuck you mantra in those moments. Wait a second, wait a second. No, wait a second. Fuck you. You did this. Fuck you. I love your help on setting boundaries. Yes. What if he wants to keep moving, house renovating, and I just want a home? Constant fights over this. What was the agreement? When you got together, what did you guys discuss about, so is he flipping homes to make money? Is that what he's doing? Buying a house that needs fixing up the house and then flipping it? Is this a source of income? Is that why he's doing that? You don't want to get between a man and work. You want a hardworking man who's responsible with his money. If that's what he is, you know, and are you deflecting? Are you deflecting away from the issues that he says you are bringing to the relationship by saying, yeah, but you, this is the issue you're bringing into the relationship. He's saying he wants anything to change. That does make sense. How soon into a relationship should you get married? So my timelines are no kissing for 3 months. After that first kiss, no melding for a full year. So you can sleep over at each other's house, but don't give up your space. Don't get a pet together. Don't get a joint credit card. Don't get a joint bank account for 1 full year. After a year, you can move in together. Wait another year before getting engaged or married, or buying a home together. So 3 months plus a year plus a year. So 2 years, 3 months before you should get married. My boyfriend is seeking attention from others after working on things, after fixing that shit. So you may come to realize that you are with a selfish short-term thinker, you are with the wrong partner, and you need to leave this relationship. at least you improved yourself. You can take that forward into your next relationship because you've leveled yourself up, so your next relationship will be leveled up. So if you've been working on fix that shit, if you've changed your behavior and your partner is still seeking the attention of other women, he's still flirting with other women, then you need to say to him, this is not the relationship I want. I will not be in this relationship because I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who seeks the attention of other women. I gotta go. Okay, how can somebody validate themselves? I seek validation in others, but don't even know how to validate. You need to do an I am exercise where you write out 50 statements, 50, about yourself that are positive. He's keeping someone around in case we don't work out, but I feel that's why we won't work out. Is that fair? Absolutely. Excuse me? You're gonna keep a pinch hitter? Goodbye. That's a major distraction. Like, no. If you're not committed to me, if you've got one foot out the door and you've got an eye out for the next girl, I'm dumping you. Dump the motherfucker. No. I'm gonna pick somebody who is fully committed to me in the relationship. Gotta go. Gotta go. Bianca, did you hear what I said? Okay, he flips him for money, but I hate this lifestyle. He's working hard and says I just complain. Did you hear what I said? Putting the work in, it won't work out. How can you move on from the last relationship if you don't know why it ended in the first place? If you don't know why it ended in the first place. So sometimes you have to give yourself your own closure. By the way, are you saying you don't know why it ended because you're ignoring what they said about why it ended? If, are you deflecting, right? We're seeing an example of deflection here. So the first thing that Kato said, and I don't want to pick on you, Kato, but this is a great example of deflection. So the first thing Kato said was, he says, I'm overweight and I'm lazy. And, I said, is there truth in this statement? And you said, yes, but, and then deflected to what you don't like about his behavior. And so this deflection means that you will continuously ignore what your partner feels is an issue in the relationship and keep saying what their issue is to you. That's the ego. The ego says, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. That is ego. Ego is not your friend. Ego creates discord in a relationship because your ego says, I'm not going to acknowledge what I need to change. You need to change. And when you do that, when you deflect from yourself, when you're always looking outward for the solution to feel better, instead of saying, okay, that hurt, but that's because there's truth in this statement. So what am I going to do so that that statement is no longer true, therefore can no longer hurt me? If that is not what you were doing, then you are simply vomiting into the relationship. Yeah, but you. Yeah, but you. If you want your partner to stop doing yeah, but you cannot ask for something you're not doing first. My number one relationship rule is it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. Do you want your partner to stop yeah, but youing? Then you need to stop yeah, but you. So what do you need to address? What do you need to change? Stop focusing on your partner. Focus on yourself. How do you need to become a better partner within your relationship? If you become the leader in your relationship, if you stop doing what you want them to stop doing, and so you model that behavior first, and they continue to do those behaviors, then you say, I've grown and I've outgrown you, so I'm going to leave this relationship. But if you're constantly going, yeah, but you, I'm going to ignore the issues I bring. I did that. I ignored the vomiting that I did. I ignored the insecurity that I brought, and we fought for 10 years. When I stopped ignoring the issues that I was bringing to the relationship, I started to turn it around, and we went from 10 years of fighting to 5 years, not a single fight, and we are in a honeymoon period. So what do you want? Do you want a healthy relationship? Then stop ignoring the truth about what you need to change. to work, I realize I'm scared of failing. How do I get over that? Fear doesn't need to drive your behaviors. Fear will always exist. Choose your behaviors regardless of fear. Can you fix the feeling of wanting to leave your partner? You can by assessing, doing a full assessment of your relationship and your partner and what you want, and seeing if it all aligns. User says, I outgrew my ex. It was for the best. He always did yeah, but you. And here's the thing. If you keep doing yeah, but yous, you will be outgrown as well. I don't think so. They used to be an important part of your life. Humans miss humans. Is it wrong to feel curious about how your ex is doing sometimes when you're with someone new? No, it's very normal. Curiosity is normal. I meditate. I do meditate every day because, you know, I start my day off with changing my frequency, right? So your brain waves go into different states of frequency depending on what you're doing. And so awake and alert is a frequency. Sleeping has 2 frequencies, one for dreaming and one for sleepless dreams, like deep sleep where there's no dreams. And then meditation has 2 frequencies, light meditation, deep meditation. And you can change your brain waves, or you can feel your brain waves change frequencies. So when I wake up in the morning, I actually shift my brainwave frequencies before getting up and starting my day. And I do that by focusing on manifestation mantras and then also doing gratitude. So thank you for. So Bianca, so there's no, you know, you can have your differences of opinions. It doesn't have to be a make or break thing. He can think the way he wants to think. You can think the way you want to think. It has no effect on your relationship unless an actual occurrence comes up in which, you know, you are fighting over this. That's when you need to maybe make a make or break decision on your relationship. But, you know, the conversation about this topic stops with the statement, listen, this is not a conversation we need to have. Males just need to understand that if they don't want women to have an abortion because there's an unwanted pregnancy, then they need to control their sperm. That's it. That's it. End of conversation. That's it. I won't continue this conversation with you. This is where it dies. My husband and I have different love languages. He doesn't understand my needs and I'm ready to run. I say earn your way out of a marriage. By doing everything right for, you know, a good 6 months. And if it doesn't have a positive change in your relationship, then you've earned your way out because you became the emotional leader and your partner didn't follow your lead. So I would get fixed that shit and do what is in that book before running away because you feel your partner isn't understanding. Baby? Baby? Nope. That was random. Charlie! Charlie! Oh, Charlie! Hello, love. What about a strong opposing opinion that comes up in certain topics about raising your child? So that's different. You guys need to be on the same page when it comes to parenting, because you need to co-parent, or you need to parent as a cohesive unit, right? You need to parent together. So you need to have the same ideals about corporal punishment, about how to raise a child. This is a big deal. You certainly need to be on the same page about that before having a kid. Have those conversations. What do I do if we get along great, but I'm not 100% attracted to him? Compare him to my ex a lot. What do you want? Like, you know, attraction can grow. By the way, is this a fairly new thing? But you is what ended my long relationship. Yes, it will. You know, is this the beginning phase? Do you need to create a slow burn? Yes, we're going to compare people 100%. Do they not measure up? Do you know what you want in a relationship? Does this person, would you not find it with this person? Oh, guys, if your love language is physical affection, man, find yourself a partner who shares physical affection as a love language. It is the bomb. It is amazing. Is it a red flag if the person you're seeing or talking to doesn't get you a birthday gift? No. My husband is anti, you must, right? We don't do Christmas. We don't do birthdays. Our last couple anniversaries went by with me like, oh my God, we had an anniversary? Oh, I forgot. So gifts is the last thing on my love language score. Like, I have barely any points for gifts. I don't like buying gifts. I'm very happy that my husband is not a gifts person, because then I don't have to think about buying stuff that he doesn't need just because it's an occasion. I see the word but again, Caro. I see but. I keep telling my husband to compromise. There's no point of a marriage where we fight. So it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. Are you doing what is in fix that shit? Are you being the emotional leader in order to put an end to the fights? Are you meditating? Are you taking responsibility for your behaviors? Are you resisting your impulses and not vomiting into the relationship and creating space for goodness? Are you being appreciative of the good things that your partner does and showing gratitude for that? Are you practicing their love language and translating their love language? Are you using good communication skills when you bring up a problem? When there's a problem, do you bring a solution and not just a problem and dump them at their feet and go, okay, fix this? So all of these are things that you should be doing before calling it quits on a marriage. That is called earning your way out. I did go back to, not my ex-husband. We only broke up one time. And, it was the day I realized that we had nothing in common. We got back together for about half an hour. I felt very uncomfortable. And I realized I was in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing. And so then I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't go back to you. We need to divorce. Is it possible to fix an unhealthy relationship if both people are committed? This is what happened between my husband and I. We had an unhealthy relationship. I became the emotional leader, and I didn't ask for anything I wasn't willing to do first. I did everything that isn't fix that shit, and I turned the relationship around. I have to go soon, you guys, because I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm hungry. Okay, if you have trust issues in a relationship where you don't need to feel them because you have a trustworthy partner, take my No More Insecurity class. It is this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can sign up for that by going to my bio, clicking on the link tree, and then click on the tab that says No Insecurity Course. I agree with the physical touch, people being together too, but I'm deeply in love. It feels one-sided. Yes, which it can, right? If there's a mismatch in love languages and you're not translating their love language. When is a good time to take the love language test? Does it change over time? It can change. Anything is possible. Good time to take it is as soon as possible when the two of you are just chilling out together and you're like, hey baby, I got this love language quiz. I thought it'd be really fun for us to take it and then exchange our results so that we can understand each other better. See, my physical touch, my husband is acts of service and I'm words of affirmation. So what I did is I stopped trying to force him to be words of affirmation. I get my words of affirmation from other sources and I fill myself up with that. And then I translate his acts of service. So when I feel like I'm not loved enough, like when that dialogue happens in my head, he doesn't love me enough, like because when you ask the right question. So my next question is, what is he doing for me? What has he done for me lately? And then I translate his acts of service into love. I'm not on his priorities, so it's fabulous. Definitely you should come after work, but you should be balanced with friends and family. How do you be the emotional leader? Follow my lead. You need to read Fix That Shit. It's a process. It's not a quickie answer. It's a process. So you need to read Fix That Shit and do what is in that book, or you can get a session with me. Get a 1-hour session, and I'll give you your plan. I'll tell you what you need to do. Or you can download my Communication for Couples course. It's a podcast. You can choose podcasts, or you can just listen to it while you're in the car. Or you can choose the YouTube videos. If you're visual, you can watch me teach this course. It comes with a workbook as well, but I teach you how to become the emotional leader in your relationship. Hello from Chicago, Dan. Hi, you're so welcome. I always get so much advice from your live videos. I love that. Love your live streams. I love that. How to not be angry at yourself for still healing while the other person moved on already. Work on your mental state. Work on just take vitamin D, 4,000 units a day, 5-HTP as prescribed on the bottle. Eat healthy whole foods. Get out for walks. Spend time with your friends, and just say, I'm human. I'm grieving. It's part of the process. It's all good. Cry as much as you need to as well. How long after starting meditation will it work? You could start feeling it the day of. You really could start feeling it the day of. Just checked out your channel. I can't wait to watch your videos. Yes, Martina. Yes, Martina. All right, guys. I'm heading off soon. Can I ask you a favor, my loves that are here? If you've read one of my books, can you go leave a review on Amazon? Or if you gain something from my lives or TikToks, can you go leave a review on Google Reviews? I will practice your advice. Yes, please. If you're willing to do that, can you just say me in the comments if you'll do that today? Can you say me? I'll do that. Would love to, right? That would be awesome. Yes. I wish I took notes. I'm buying Fix That Shit now. Yes. Yay. Yay. Me. Thank you, Martina. Thank you, user. Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Snuka, look at you. Me, I'll do that. McBlizzard. Yay. Mimi, look at all these me's. Shell, Janice. Oh my God. Not so sure. Yes, done. Messiness. I love you. Put a link on your website under each book so people can click and leave reviews on Amazon. So there is, if you go to my bio, I'm going to make this easy for you guys. To leave an Amazon review, go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a link there to Amazon. Takes you straight to my books. Go ahead and click that. By the way, if you're not in the USA, go to your Amazon page, your country's Amazon page, and then just type in the title of the book or my name, Chantal Heide, and then go leave your review. I love that. My videos are for everybody, Caitlin, everybody. If you want to leave a Google review, like if you haven't read a book, but my lives, my TikToks, they help you, and you want to go leave a Google review, what you can do, I can't create a link to it. I've tried. I don't know why they don't let you do that. So what you do is go to Google, and in the search engine, type in Canada's Dating Coach Google Reviews. It takes you straight there, and you can go leave a Google review, go say something sweet, copy and paste what you would say to me. How do we book a one-on-one session with you? Fantastic question. Everything's in the link tree in my bio. So go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the sessions box. It takes you to the page where you purchase your session. You pre-purchase, because I don't want to think about money when I'm on a session. So this leaves my mind clear. I'm 100% focused on you. I will go leave a review about your lives. Thank you, Sleepless. Yes, I appreciate that so much. So when I see your order come through for your session, then I send you an email saying, thank you, these are my next available days and times. will one of these work for you? You pick the time that works for you, and then I will contact you on FaceTime voice or WhatsApp voice at your appointment time. So you can be anywhere in the world and get a session with me. Oh, I'll leave a review on Google. Thank you, Angelica. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. It truly means the world to me when you guys do that. It really does. I go back and I look, and it lights up my day. Lights me up. You are my fuel, your love. Like, we are, it's so good. It's so good. If you can't leave a review on Amazon, maybe double check that you're on the right Amazon page for your country. If you're in Canada, amazon.ca. If you're in Britain, amazon.uk. If you're in Australia, amazon.au. So make sure you're on the right Amazon page. If you are on the right Amazon page, but it doesn't let you leave a review, it might be because you haven't purchased enough Amazon orders. You have to purchase a certain amount of times before they let you leave a review for some reason. So if you can't leave one on Amazon, do leave one on Google, because Google will let you. So then you just type Canada's Dating Coach Google reviews in a Google search engine, and you can go do that. You can go do that. Always options. Always options. You guys are so sweet. I'm single Pringle and I watch your lives. Yes, knowledge is power. You can find the love language quiz by typing 5 love language quiz in a Google search engine, then clicking on images, and then you'll find the 30 question quiz in the images. Because you're that good, I love you. Which book will work? If you're single, no more assholes. If you're in a relationship, start with Fix That Shit. I just looked and it's gone. Use Google. Yeah, leave a review on Google. Yes, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so blessed to find you. Don't even know. I'm here for you. I'm here for the goodness. I'm here for the goodness. I'm here for the love. You're so welcome, Pens. Do you have a book that helps you distinguish if you're wasting your time in a relationship? Maybe start with No More Assholes to ascertain whether this is a generous long-term thinker or a selfish short-term thinker. If it's a selfish short-term thinker, I would say get out. If it's a generous long-term thinker, I would then switch over to Fix That Shit and start changing the dynamic of yourself within the relationship, which can change the relationship because your partner will pick up on your changed behaviors and begin to follow your lead. And if it still doesn't work, then I would say leave. You've earned your way out. You've done your homework. You've done the work. You've leveled yourself out, but your partner stayed here. You've outgrown them. Okay, my loves. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your reviews and your love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for learning and being part of my amazing karma. We're all creating such good karma together, and I love it. You're my spirit animals. I'll talk to you soon, my loves. Have a fantastic day. This is his way of ignoring what you need.